That's number 75. Get your popcorn ready and go Big Red. Here we go.
That's Jorge kicking in it.
Teeing it up for the Broncos. Jorge Gaitan. Back deep for the Angoras, number 7. That's Tori Benight. Kick is fielded by 33, Tommy Silva. Tackle made by Matthew Golston.
Was Jorge on the tackle too? All right, now y'all are helping me with the do it. Was Jorge on the tackle as well? You gotta watch that.
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Gridiron Glory Alumni Football presented by SHN Sports. Live this afternoon in beautiful Sonora, Texas. Here on Saturday, April the 22nd. Action already underway here. It is the Sonora Broncos alumni here at Bronco Field hosting the Rocksprings Angoras alumni.
Grab the quarterback from behind, and ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Golston come to play today. Big pop there, 2nd and 10, no gain on the play. Gonzalez the man under.
Rocksprings with the
Inside
ball.
give to the fullback.
And a gain up for a couple on the carry. And it'll be 3rd down and long upcoming here
Tackle
for
by number
the Angoras.
73, not on our roster. We'll get it figured out. 3rd and 8 for the Angoras. Concession stand is open. If you get a chance, stop by and see Stephanie for grilled shrimp fajitas. Toss back to number 30. Golston.
Alex Ramirez with the ball, trying to find a rhythm inside, and he will be stopped for no gain. And it'll bring up 4th down and long here for the Rocksprings Angoras alumni.
4th and long. How about a 3 and out for the Broncos here?
Set back to receive for Rocksprings is Dominique Guest, a 2010 alum, resting around the 30-yard line.
Back deep for the Broncos. Dominic Guest, number 24.
So Dominic all alone in that backfield. Great defensive stand to start things off here for the and we'll see if they're going to end up going for this, or we'll see if there's a pooch punt. We'll see what the call is here. On 4th down and long, high snap. It will be a little pooch punt. This one's going to settle down and bounce just inside the 10-yard line, and it will roll just beyond the goal line. It'll be a touchback.
How about a 57-yard punt by number 33, Tommy Silva. Nice punt, rolls into the end zone for the touchback. 1st and 10 Broncos.
1st down and 10 for the Sonora Broncos alumni. Action, of course, as you can see on your video screen, moving from left to right. That ball resting right on the 20-yard line after the touchback. Receiver down to the right side is going to be Tyler Wilson. Up top is Samuel Marr. And quarterback under center. pitch
Nathan
back behind
Villa
him.
with the toss back to Edward Garza.
And Edward Garza will be brought down for a loss on the play of
Loss
about
of
4.
4. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Second down and long upcoming here for the Broncos alumni. Again, live this afternoon from Broncos Stadium. Beautiful facility here in Sonora, Texas, home of the 1966, 68, 70, 71, 2000, and also left out 73 state champions. Known for their football here in Sonora, Texas. Quarterback's under center, going to pitch out again this time.
Manimal with a toss back to Edward around
And
the left
Edward
side.
Garza on the outside, trying to find a groove
Loss
inside.
of 1. It'll be 3rd and 15.
And he'll be stopped again. 3rd down and long here for the Sonora Broncos alumni. So both teams coming out this afternoon with great defense. And that ball resting on a 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and long 15 for Sonora. The Broncos break out of the huddle. Receiver down to the right is Tyler Wilson. Nathan Villa at quarterback. In shotgun this time is back offset to his right. Gets the snap, going to pitch out behind him, back over to Edward Garza. This time Garza trying to find a rhythm inside, and he's going to be dropped down again, this time an ankle tackle.
Edward Garza breaking ankles over there.
By Rock Springs, it was Tyler New, the 2011 alum, on the tackle. 4th down and a long 13 here. We should see Sonora punt the ball, set back to receive around the 35-yard line. The return man for Rock Springs is Torrey Bennett.
Snap over the head.
And this snap is going to go over the head,
Safety.
resulting in a safety. So a mishandle there by Broncos, and the first points will go to the Rock Springs. Angoras leading now 2-0 here in the first quarter. 7 minutes to go, and the Rock Springs takes the early 2 lead after that safety.
I think you're right. I don't know why they don't just all sit on the same side. It's not like we. Oh, there ain't no doubt.
So after that safety, Sonora will kick the ball off from way back now, just around the 20-yard line is where they should kick this one off.
Who is that, Eddie? 73. Stevie's getting
And whenever there's a safety, of course, there's no place kicking, so he'll have to kick it off of his foot just like a punt. That kick just in front of the 20-yard line is going to sail down and be fielded, and dropped almost, but able to come back and recover it.
The Angoras will take over in Bronco territory.
They'll have the ball around the 45-yard line.
Joining the Bronco sideline, number 56, George Cox. Without him, none of this is possible. Gridiron glory.
Rock Springs with the ball, a handoff.
Number 44, Randy Balvanton.
Randy Balvanton picking up a few on the play. It'll be 2nd down and long upcoming here for Rock Springs as the action moves from right to left, as you can see on your video screen. Quarterback under center, one receiver to either side. A handoff here to the back is Randy Balvanton, the 2013 alum, and he'll pick up a few on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
73. And Victor Reyes on the tackle for Sonora.
The ball resting on the 39-yard line in
and 4.
Bronco territory. It'll be a 3rd down and a long 4 here as that ball again resting on the 39, just between the hash marks. The Angoras break out of their huddle. Quarterback will be in shotgun this time. It's Raimundo Gonzalez. And Gonzalez will keep it here, trying to dive his way back inside, but it would be dropped for a loss on the play. It'll be 4th down and long.
Ton is back in Bronco Nation. Little flex bone look there for Rock Springs. Loses 3 yards on the play. It'll be 4th and a long 6. Sammy Marr back deep for the Broncos, wearing number 21. Little prime time action back there, standing on the 5.
A high snap. They will punt it from the 50. This punt's going to sail short off the foot of Rock Springs, and it will bounce around the 10. Actually, it's going to be Dewan Cunnings fielding the ball on the 15-yard line for Sonora Broncos. That's where they'll take over. Down 2-0 right now with 4:41 to go here in the first quarter of action.
Nathan, the Manimal Villa at quarterback.
Great defensive stand again by Rock Springs, and it'll be 2nd down and long.
Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd and 11. Gaitan at fullback.
Gaitan going to hand off to his back, trying to find a groove inside on the outside, and maybe gets back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll see if he gets just ahead of it. It'll be 3rd down and long for Sonora. So we'll call it 3rd down and 7, just shy of the 20-yard line. As the Broncos bring out of the huddle. Down to the right, Jesse Garza, the 2005 alum, the receiver. And 1 receiver up top to the left. Quarterback under center, rolling down to the inside. Chased down by 2 defenders, and he'll be stopped on the play. Tony Garcia and company making that tackle.
The Johnny Manziel imitation doesn't work that time. Loss of 7, 4th and 17.
Sonora set to kick this one away. Tony Benight, the 2013 alum, set back to receive around the 45-yard line. High snap here, able to hold this one, puts it up, and it's blocked down there. Goes off the back of number 79, that's Emmett Spurlock.
And I'm fairly certain it was blocked by the up back.
Oh, wow. You didn't see it.
And so on the second possession of the afternoon, Rock Springs will take over. An excellent territory Looks like on the 8-yard line in between the hash marks.
Gonzalez at quarterback. Pro formation. High backfield.
Stepping back, finds his man, touchdown.
Good old tight end.
8-yard touchdown pass to Cody Thompson, the 2008 alum, as he spikes the ball, and
Then we get the spike.
Rocksprings leading now 6-0. I beg your pardon, 8-0. .239 to go here in the first quarter. As Rocksprings leading 8-0, they'll line up here and go for two, as we see in a lot of alumni football games. Quarterback under center, 2 backs behind him, 1 receiver down to the left. And he's going to hand off to his backman, and the ball's going to fall on the ground, and it will be short. Conversion no good.
2:39 mark in the first quarter.
And the Angoras lead 8-0. 2:39 to go here in the first quarter of action.
New batch of grilled shrimp fajitas down at the concession stand.
The third possession of the afternoon upcoming here for Rocksprings, as they're going to kick it off, and it'll go to Sonora. Rocksprings will be kicking off from the 40-yard line. The action will go from right to left. 2 back to receive for Rocksprings. Up high is Dominic Gist.
And Dominic Gist back for the Broncos.
And Edward Garza down low. I believe that's Tony Garcia kicking off from the 40-yard line from, no, it's not, it's actually 77 out there, and we don't have the number for him or the name. This one's going to be fielded around the 25-yard line as Golston brings it up a few yards. And they will mark him down at the 33-yard line.
For the Angoras.
So Sonora will.
Best field position of the day so far for Sonora. See if we can get something started.
So in their third possession of the afternoon, Sonora takes over here on their own 33.
Special halftime show for you. Juan Baez and Tracy Vickers will be dancing at the 50-yard line.
I told you it's special. It was a surprise too. Both of y'all.
Sonora breaks out of the huddle with 1 receiver to either side. Quarterback under center, 2 backs behind him. He's going to immediately hand off. I believe that was
It's number 9, Jacory Fennell.
Jacory Fennell.
Gain of 2.
Picks up 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8. Ball resting on the 34-yard line. As the Broncos break out of the huddle, Wilson, the receiver down to the right. Up top to the left is Samuel Marr. This time a direct pass right across the center.
Complete.
To number 15.
Nathan Villa. Pass complete to number 15. Not on our roster. Ernest the Grunk Adams.
Hey, will you find out, we all go down there and find out what 73's name is?
Ernest Adams on the reception. The ball resting on the 39-yard line. It'll be third down. And around 4 here for the Broncos. Quarterback under center, same formation here. He's going to keep it this time. Villa spinning his way around. He'll be close to that first down, and they do give it to him. So the first down for the Sonora Broncos, and their first down of this ball game as they continue to keep this drive alive. The ball resting on the 44-yard line on the near side hash mark as the Broncos break out of the huddle. They're going to run the same formation pretty much all afternoon. One receiver to either side, 2 backs behind Villa. Villa hands off to his back, trying to dive around, and he is going to be stopped in the backfield. A nice tackle right there by Cody Thompson for Rock Springs.
Wow, nice play by Thompson. Little stretch play, goes for naught. Great job by Edward Garza just holding on to the ball. 2nd and 11. Golston checks in. Adams, the Gronk, is checking out.
2nd down and 12. The ball on the 42-yard line for the Broncos. And that is the end of the first quarter. Rock Springs leading Sonora 8-0. We'll take a quick break. Gridiron Glory Alumni Football presented by SHN Sports will continue after this.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com.
Welcome back to Gridiron Glory Alumni Football presented by SHN Sports here from beautiful Broncos Stadium in Sonora, Texas. Just about to get underway with the second quarter. Rock Springs leading Sonora 8-0. But Sonora on the drive, picking up a first down on this drive as they're trying to move it into Rock Springs territory for the first time this afternoon. There was a safety by the Broncos in that first quarter, giving Rock Springs the early 2-0 lead. And then Sonora had a block punt. Rock Springs took over on the Sonora 8-yard line and capped off that drive with a quick 8-yard touchdown pass to Cody Thompson, and that's where we sit at 8-0. Of course, with the quarter change here, the action will move from right to left now for the Broncos. That ball resting on the 41, around the 41, 42-yard line. One receiver to either side. Villa's going to step back, hands off to his back, trying to find a groove inside, and he's going to be dropped down just shy of the 40, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd down and 12. So Sonora trying to keep this drive alive. They converted one first down already as they move from right to left.
Pro red.
They're going to roll to the inside, trying to find a lane down. Passes to his man into the hands of Ja'Cory Fennell.
That's Ja'Cory Fennell.
And Fennell will pick up one on the play. It'll be 4th down and long for the Broncos.
Villa 2 for 2 on the day.
They're going to mark him about a 2-yard gain.
4th and 8. You would think with a bad snap and a block punt by the upback, They may very well decide to go for this one.
Clock running, 11 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Again, Rocksprings leading 8-0. We'll see if the Broncos go for it here. They punt. They are lined up to punt. And they're going to fake it, trying to drive to the outside and brought down by Tyler New.
We have a flag down.
Jorge Gatan dropped in the backfield. There is a flag resting on the far side, 50-yard line.
Illegal substitution on the defense.
Call was illegal substitution on the defense. That'll penalize them 5 yards. We'll see if they go for it here now. That ball resting right on the 50-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 4.
Timeout, Sonora.
Timeout called by the Broncos. 10:44 to go here in the first half. Again, Rocksprings leading 8-0. A 4th down and a 4 here. We'll see if the Broncos line up to go for it. I was just talking things over with Coach, who's also the PA here. We're both thinking they'll go for it, but we'll see what happens. The Broncos line up in that same formation with one receiver to either side. Quarterback via under center, 2 backs behind him. He is going to hand off to his back, and the fullback's going to be dropped, Ja'Cory Fennell.
Nice tackle.
Thought Fennell had a gap at
92
first, but a great job there by Rocksprings coming up and making the collision. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Rocksprings will take over.
We're just going to call him the big man. Nice stop.
And Rocksprings will take over, moving from left to right on their own 48-yard line. First down and 10 for Rocksprings as they move from left to right. Quarterback in shotgun, and he's going to try to take it and run here, and Raimundo Gonzalez will be stopped. They'll give him forward progress for a few yards.
And Jorge Gaitan on the stop for Sonora. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Gonzalez moves the ball in to Bronco territory. Second down and long here for Rocksprings. Gonzalez moves over center, pitches out on the sweep over to Benight on the outside, and
Benight
great gain there on that run.
on the carry, nice run.
And it'll be 3rd down and around
Victor Reyes on the
4.
tackle for Sonora.
Victor Reyes, the 2014 alum, number 75
And
out there,
56, George Cox.
making the tackle. 9:15 to go in the second quarter of action. Rock Springs leads 8-0 on the drive here. 3rd down and 4. The ball on the far side, hash mark. Gonzalez under center, going to hand off to Tommy Silva, and Silva will be stopped about a yard short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down and 1.
So short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1. Caleb Perez, Bucky Nance, and Guy Barnett running the chains on the far sideline. Huge round of applause for those 3 coaches. The crowd goes wild. There you go. Rock Springs got it. Atta baby. Oh, we got some claps going over here too. That's especially for you, Bucky.
4th down and 2. The pitch back, trying to find a lane inside, diving forward, and Alex Ramirez. We'll see where they give him. They look like they gave him a good spot. And that is enough
for
a Rock Springs first down.
Marr was running the alley, just overran it a little bit. 1st and 10, Rock Springs at the Bronco 40.
Gonzalez under center. Hands off to Ramirez, and Ramirez dropped for an immediate loss. Nice tackle right there by Dominic Gist for Sonora.
Dominic Guest on the tackle.
Ran right into a brick wall for a loss on the play.
David Ronquillo checking in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 11. It's easier to count the people on the sideline. That number 8 is a big one.
2nd down and 11, just under 7 minutes to go. Rock Springs leading 8-0 and driving.
Blue.
Quarterback in shotgun, trips down to the right, one receiver up to the left.
Looks left, rolling right.
Nice protection. Now he's going to tuck and run across the 40-yard line.
Villa says not today.
Picks up 2 or 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and long.
Nathan Villa. Nathan graduated in 2012. 3rd and 9 from the Bronco 39.
Third down and 9 for Rock Springs. Quarterback back under center this time, Raimundo Gonzalez, 2012 alum. And he is going to sweep back over on the play action and throws this one just out of the fingertips of Cody Thompson. And that will be incomplete. It'll be 4th down and 9
That one's a little bit
for the
short.
Angoras.
4th and 9.
There is laundry on the field, though.
On the field. Holding on the offense. Ought to be declined and then make it 4th down, but decision time. Holding. It's going to be, it is declined. Good. 4th down.
The holding penalty declined. 4th down and 9 for Rock Springs. Leading 8-0, 5:54 to go in the second quarter of action.
5:54 left in the first half. Three right. Gun.
Looks like they're going to line up to go for it here. Trips down to the right. One receiver up top to the left.
Snap back. Rolls right. 74 quarterback. Juking.
Looking for this one as he throws it forward.
Mike and intentional grounding. David Ronquillo and Jesse Garza combined for the stop. The Broncos take over. You can feel the momentum changing. Crowd's going wild.
After a couple of conversions here, Sonora able to get the stop, and they will take over on downs. their own territory. That ball resting on a 44-yard line.
5:46.
Ball on the near side hash mark as Sonora breaks out of the huddle.
Pro I via the man under.
Fumble on the play, and we'll see. Looks like
Recovered by
Rocksprings recovered the ball there. A little miscommunication.
Switch back.
And on that recovery, number 44 for Rocksprings, that's a Randy Balvanton.
Randy Balvanton recovers the fumble.
And so Balvanton has it after one snap, and they'll get the ball right back.
5:36. Timeout Angoras. May want to try and beat the crowd at halftime to the concession stand. Last batch of grilled shrimp fajitas, pulled pork sandwiches, and in the second half of the third quarter, Stephanie's going to have New York strips, baked potato, your choice, and salad, super salad, your choice.
Keeping things right here after that timeout. Rocksprings will have the ball here in Bronco territory, 44-yard line.
Working their way towards the midfield for the dance, halftime. Crowd's going crazy. They're going to change.
Back in action, clock rolling is going to be Rocksprings. From right to left again, has the ball in Sonora 44-yard line territory. Handoff to the back as he's trying to power his way forward, and he'll pick up around 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Angoras. 5:20 to go in the first half, clock running. Rocksprings with the ball and the 8-0 lead. Stepping back, trying to throw this one over. Incomplete pass. Cody Thompson was the intended receiver.
Intended for Thompson. Trying to go back to the touchdown play. Little play action there. 4:24 wide dump back in the day.
Bring up third down and long here for Rocksprings. Receiver up top to the left for the Angoras. One receiver down on the near side is Tyler New. Instead, the handoff is going to go to Ramirez. Ramirez working his way around the left side. Stop for no gain on the play.
On the tackle in the backfield for the Broncos. He was the center back in the day in 2011. Wearing the same
Bring up
helmet.
4th down.
Different number. Might have gained a pound since then. Don't worry, Bryce, I have 2. 2 pounds, that's for Mom. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. 4th down, 7.
Rocksprings breaking out of the huddle. Via under center, one receiver to either side. Pitches back on the sweep.
To Benite.
And
he's going to be
Torrey
stopped
Benite.
Short of the first down.
Nice gain on the play by Benite, but he will be stopped just short.
And the Broncos take over. Huge stop. See if we can get a little offense going.
Another great defensive stand by the Broncos as they'll have this ball. 4:11 to go, trailing by 8. They can get that touchdown and get 2 points. They'll be right back in this ball game. But so far, the defense has been holding them. We'll see if they can work here. The ball resting on their own 36-yard line. Ball resting on the far side hash mark. Quarterback will be under center. One receiver to either side. In the eye. Pitches back on the inside.
Edward Garza breaks the tackle.
Garza trying to
Nice
find a
move.
lane on that near side, and after a lot of running, he may be stopped for no gain. Maybe they'll give him one.
33, Tommy Silva running the alley. Makes the tackle. Nice run there by Edward Garza. Edward's wearing 25. Back in the day, he was 32.
Bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Broncos as they try to find a little life here as time winding down at 3:40 and ticking here in the first
play
half
the
of plays.
game Back in the day, Twins red bump, bear down toss. Edward Garza took it to the house against Ozona. Gotta love that. Nathan the Manimal Villa.
One receiver down, no one up top. This pass right over into the hands of Golston. Golston chasing his way down to the 30, the 20, down to the 15, 10, and he will go in and score the touchdown.
Nathan Villa is now perfect on the day.
What a pass right there, and a great catch and run by Matthew Golston for Sonora.
8-6, 2-point conversion on the way. By far the best play, offensive play for the Broncos.
It's a 64-yard touchdown pass to Golston.
64 yards from Villa to Golston. Important 2-point conversion.
He didn't come here.
And as we just said moments ago, if they can get the 2-point conversion right back
Looks
in
like
this
we
ball
might get a
game.
Timeout. I believe that's a really good call. We might need to take a break here.
Timeout called by Sonora. With 3:02 to go in the first half, trailing by 2, 2-point conversion pending. We'll see if they can tie it up. That touchdown drive coming on the 5th possession of the afternoon for the Broncos.
For Matthew Golston, nice catch and run. Matthew graduated in 1970 from Sonora. He was a classmate of Eddie Favila. I wish those officials would give me that long of a timeout. My goodness. Here we go. Bryce Smith. Casey Fitzgerald. George Cox. Ernest Adams.
Quarterback under center. One receiver up top to the right. He's going to hand off and will be stopped by Rock Springs.
2-point conversion is stopped. That's number 74, playing defensive tackle, part-time quarterback as well, Garrett Owings. Garrett graduated in 2009.
Okay, we had 17 was the left tackle, and Adams was the tight end. So we only had 4 linemen on the field, and we ran it up the middle.
The 2-point conversion moment to go, no good. Rock Springs holds on to the lead 8-6. Again, 3:02 to go in the first half of play.
Hey, Joe,
Ladies and gentlemen, on the 37-yard line, Joe Angel Torres, a 2020 Sonora Bronco graduate. Round of applause for Joe Angel. .302 left in the first half. It's 8-6.
The kickoff moments away from right to left. Two back to receive for the Rocksprings alum. It's Tony Benight, wearing number 7. And Tommy Silva set back to receive.
Jorge Gaitan tees it up. Casey Fitzgerald.
Gaitan, the 2011 alum, set to kick this one off from the 40. Toe to leather on its way, and it will be fielded out there by number 33, Tommy Silva. Silva trying to find a lane on the inside, darts back around, now cuts inside, and he'll bring it up right at the 40-yard line. Nice return on the play by Silva. And Rocksprings will start their 5th possession of the afternoon on their own 40-yard line as they try to build on their 8-6 lead. 2:44 to go.
Julian Guerra entering the press box now. Round of applause. That is a state powerlifter here from Sonora, the king himself, Julian Guerra.
And crowd goes wild.
It's a way to hustle off the field, Edward. Attaboy.
The ball on the far side hash mark as Rocksprings moves from left to right, breaking out of the huddle. Receiver down to the right. It's going to be Don Cunnings. 1 receiver, actually 2 down. No trips down. 3 down, 1 up.
3 right.
Going to pitch back over to Tony Benight.
Into the boundary.
And Benight is
Jorge Gaitan.
going to pick up a few.
That was Benight.
And it'll be 2nd down and long for the Angoras.
Tackled inbounds. Clock's running. 2:20 left in the first half.
Second down and a long 7 here for Rocksprings. Again, that ball resting on the far side of hash mark. 1 receiver to either side in the eye. Quarterback under center, the pitch out.
Toss back to Silva.
Silva on the outside, trying to dart his way forward, and he'll be brought down inbounds. The clock runs.
And Jorge Gaitan on the tackle. Jorge has
3rd down
missed
and
the
3. The Angoras break out of the huddle. 1 receiver to either side. Up top is going to be John Morelos. 1 down, back in the eye, under center. Fumble on the play. Did Rocksprings fall back on it? No, they did not. It's number 73.
David Ronquillo on the fumble recovery. Just in time, and the Broncos take over. Announcement tomorrow at 1:30, the Little League opening ceremonies. Join all of the Little Leaguers, 1:30 tomorrow here in Sonora.
David Ronquillo, number 73, able to recover that ball, and with 1:17 to go, the Broncos have a chance. The head football coach, Coach David Sine, the public addresser announcer this afternoon. Doing a great job as always. And good to be back up here in Sonora, Texas for this alumni football game. The Broncos, after that fumble recovery, have a chance here. The ball resting on the 46-yard line in Rock Spring territory. Looking to pass, throwing it down over, and he has to throw this one out of bounds in the direction of Ja'Cory Fennell. I beg your pardon.
How about a round
Yeah,
of
it was
applause for
Ja'Cory
Nathan
Fennell.
Villa just getting up on that one. Nice blow by Cody Thompson, putting pressure on the quarterback. That's Villa's first incompletion on the day. Minute 10, second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, clock stops at 1:10. The first time that the Broncos have had the ball starting in opposing territory this afternoon. Second down and 10. The Broncos break out of the huddle. 2 receivers down to the left and 2 up top to the right. Quarterback in shotgun. Villa calls for it, passes over in the flat,
Nice
down to
play
Golston.
over to Golston.
And Golston
We call that 2 now.
powering his way down for 2 yards. It'll be third down and long for the Broncos. And the clock
Third and
ticking,
long.
53 seconds and counting. And if you're a Bronco, you got to be aware of the clock as it continues to tick down here. 30 seconds and ticking before this first half is over. They've got an opportunity down here if they can come down and
The
score.
80-second play clock is winding down.
22 seconds breaking out of the huddle. Same for actually this
By
time.
right. Empty set. Via back
Trip
to
up
back.
to the right. Via looking
Pass
across, and this one
incomplete,
almost
intended for
intercepted.
Golston. That'll stop the clock with 10 seconds.
Bounced off number
Stop the
92
clock with
for
7
the
seconds.
Angoras.
More than likely the last play of the half.
Hey, Coach Villa, that incomplete pass, that's good because now they're going to run one play because if you're 11 and 11, then they had to run another one. You were thinking, right?
Casey Fitzgerald at center with the orange socks. Check him out.
Just heard Coach Sign talking about Casey's socks out there. When he said it, he kind of gave us a little display of them. Should be the last play here unless it's a quick pass. Looking, scanning across. Villa going to step back, and he's going to have to run with this one now, and he'll be dropped down at the 40, and the clock strikes 0. At the end of the first half, Rock Springs leading 8-6. Here on their home field, we'll take a quick break. Halftime stats and more. We'll be right back here on Gridiron Glory Alumni Football presented by SHN
We'll have a
Sports.
10-minute halftime.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com.
We're going to reset the clock to 15 minutes.
Welcome back to another edition of Gridiron Glory Alumni Football. This afternoon in beautiful Sonora, Texas, where the visiting Rock Springs Angoras lead the hometown Sonora Broncos 8-6. A game that started out a little slow, but then the pace started to pick up for both teams. We'll go over those drive summaries. The first score coming off of a safety by Sonora. Rock Springs led 2-0 after their first possession. The ensuing possession, second one of the afternoon, Sonora had their punt blocked as they were on their own 15-yard line. Rock Springs recovered and then followed by an 8-yard touchdown pass to Cody Thompson. And the Angoras led at that point in the first quarter, 8-0. The two-point conversion was no good. Back-to-back turnover on downs ended the first quarter by both teams. Sonora on their fourth possession. After the kickoff, had the ball on their own 44-yard line. They fumbled. Rocksprings on the ensuing possession. Started out in great field position on the Bronco 44, but they were not able to convert. And they were left on their drives, resulting in a turnover on downs. Fifth possession, Sonora started out on their own 36-yard line. It was capped by a 64-yard touchdown pass to Matthew Golston. And Sonora finally got on the board there with 3:02 to go in the first half. However, the two-point conversion was no good. The score at 8-6. The ensuing possession, Rocksprings fumbled it. Sonora able to recover. They had another opportunity, but they were left stranded starting out on the Rocksprings 46-yard line and ran out of time as time expired. And that's where we sit right now, folks. 8-6 here at halftime at beautiful Broncos Stadium. We'll take a break. Gridiron Glory Alumni football will continue after this. Welcome back to Gridiron Glory Alumni Football. I'm Rob Hibb. Nathan Hyde on camera for us this afternoon here at Broncos Stadium in Sonora, Texas. About a 3.5-hour drive for us coming out of the Austin area down here to Southwest Texas. Always a nice drive going through Llano and the Texas Hill Country. Through Junction, down I-10, right here to Sonora, Texas. Well, some of you may be stumbling across this video on YouTube land. And just wanted you to know, if you would like to get back out on the gridiron and get involved in alumni football, George Cox and his staff, some of the finest in the business. Here with Gridiron Glory Alumni Football, we're honored and blessed to be able to call these games for George. If you want to get back on the gridiron, all you've got to do is go to gridironglory.com. Again, that website is gridironglory.com. And just click on the link, submit your name and your team, and George Cox and his staff will do the rest, even try to help you get a team organized. And you can relive your glory days out here on the gridiron. The only requirement is you've got to be out of high school. So if you're out of high school, you want to get on the field. Hey, some of you may have never even played football, and you say, man, now's my chance. Just go to gridironglory.com, click on the link, put in your name and your team. George Cox and his staff will do the rest. But once again, gridironglory.com. We're in halftime right now. We'll take a break and leave the camera on the field, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action. In around 10 minutes or so, we'll come back on before that third quarter. Gridiron Glory Alumni Football, presented by SHN Sports, will continue after this.
If you're at the concession stand and missed it, they're going to do it again in between the third and fourth quarter. Like to welcome our neighbors from Rock Springs and invite all of you at the end of the ball game to attend the Stevie Smith Memorial Roping that's going on. There's also a goat roping. If you haven't seen that before, it's goat roping, got a header and a heeler, and they're actually roping from on foot or on hoof, so to speak. Coach Barnett, Coach Nance, and Coach Perez are back on the sideline. Kick is picked up by Golston. That is a big drink of water right there. Robert Pena and 77, who's not on the roster. He's a bigger drink of water. First and 10 for the Broncos. They open up in an empty set. We've got two defenders to this side. There you go. Oh my goodness. Pass intended for Edward Garza. Called Huntsville. You remember that, Edward?
Back in action here for the third quarter. Just underway, 11:38 to go in the third quarter of action. Second down and 9 for the Broncos as they move from right to left. Handoff as the back tries to find his way back inside. Flags fly, and boy, what a diving plow out there by Cody Thompson for Rock Springs. Goodness. And we'll see what the call is here.
Joseph Murillo, Cody Thompson. Combined for the stop. Penalties declined. Third down.
Third down and long here for the Broncos as they move from right to left. Trips down to the left, two receivers up top, empty backfield. Snap over and shotgun, and this one knocked down right at the line by number 42, Joseph Murillo.
Joseph Murillo again on the stop. He's feeling it here in the second half. I saw him eating a grilled shrimp fajita at halftime.
Fourth down and long. Broncos should punt here as they're deep in their own territory. That ball resting around the 28-yard line. Rock Springs hasn't sent anybody back yet. Now they finally start to gander their way back near the 50-yard line. Dancing back there is number 35. We don't have a name for that number.
With the punt.
This punt's going to take
a
nice Bronco roll across the 40-yard line, still rolling, and it'll be tapped down by number 3, Jesse Garza, the 2005 alum.
32-yard punt by Jorge Gaitan. The Angoras take over first and 10.
This will be the 7th possession of the afternoon, first one of the second half for Rock Springs. They'll have the ball on their own 38-yard line. Again, leading this ball game so far, 8-6. Those 8 points for Rocksprings, all coming in the first quarter. The Broncos with that big play, a 64-yard touchdown pass to Golson in the second. Got them within striking distance, but they haven't been able to overcome yet. Quarterback in shotgun, trips down to the right, one receiver up top to the left. Direct snap, looking, and he is going to keep it here instead of looking for the option. Still spinning around. He turns positive yardage upfield, brought down by number 34, Jorge Gatan on the tackle. Jorge Gatan on the tackle.
Jorge Gatan on the tackle.
And it'll be second down and long coming here for Rocksprings. Torrey Benight makes his way back onto the field. Well, I went down to the concession stand at halftime. Coach Sine said there was these fajita tacos, man. I didn't find any. But we found a can of Coke and some Doritos, man. That'll have to do.
Handoff to Benight.
Second down and long. Benight, who just checked in moments ago, picking up a few on the play. It'll be third down.
And Ernest Adams on the stop for Sonora. Third down.
Quarterback for Rocksprings stepping back, has his man as he dances around the 30-yard line, still on his feet, trying to find that 20-yard marker and gets down just in shy of it. John Morales.
2004 graduate.
The 04 alum making the play.
Right there by the Angoras.
That's going to be the largest passing play of the afternoon for Rocksprings. Clock running here, 8:42 to go, and Rocksprings with the ball and driving in Bronco territory. Ball resting just shy of the 25-yard line. We'll call it the 24 from up here. And it'll be first down and 10. So striking within the red zone here on first down. Rocksprings trying to build on that 8-6 lead. Quarterback in shotgun, in the eye, one receiver to either side. Raimundo Gonzalez going to hand off to his back. Still finding daylight, plowing down inside to the 15-yard line.
That's a great tackle right there on Silva.
Silva lowering his head, plowing his way forward for a few more beats. Second down and short here for Rocksprings.
Down marker.
Yeah!
7:30 and ticking here in the third quarter. Rocksprings leads 8-6. They've got the ball inside the red zone. High formation, gonna roll back here.
Bootleg. Gonzalez rolling left, gets it away.
Throws it up and down. Is it caught?
Pass
Incomplete. As it skates across the ground.
Parker. Gonzalez did a really good job of avoiding the rush. Pressure put on there on the edge by George Cox, 56, and 75, Victor Reyes.
George Cox, the owner of Gridiron Glory Alumni Football, getting some playing time in this afternoon. As you just heard Coach Sine saying that he was in on that tackle moments ago. Third down and a short 2. 7 minutes to go here in the third. Ball on the 16-yard line inside the red zone. This time a
Handoff
handoff
up
to
the
his
middle.
back. Goes up the middle to number 44.
Andy Belmonte.
And Balvanten. See, did he pick up enough for that first down?
First down.
Yes, he did.
Angoras.
Rock Springs can still get another first down inside the 5-yard line. The clock below 7 minutes now at 6:55 and ticking here in the third quarter.
Look at Ernest Adams relaxing on the sideline, guys.
First down and 10 for Rock Springs. The Angoras trying to punch the ticket again here. Pitch out to the back on the outside. Trying to
Toss to
sweep his way
Silva.
around side. Silva's going to dance and then finally falls down, but a great tackle out there by number 63 and company. That was Bryce Smith.
Reyes, Smith combined for the stop. Somebody's got to yell crack because Gaitan just got blocked. Need a little help out there, Edward. Second down and 6. Crowd's on its feet. Needs a goal line stop. There it is, right there.
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Garman is in the stands on the home side. Please do not bother him with autographs today, okay? But make sure you tell him hello. Ryan Garman, former Bronco offensive lineman, called him the Garminator.
Here
Dive
on
up the
second
middle.
down, close. He'll be stopped about a yard
First
short.
and goal, Rock Springs.
Eclipsing that first down marker, it will be first down and goal for the Angoras. And as Torrey Benight checks back in, look for the ball to go to Torrey here in this short yardage. Just outside the goal line here as Rock Springs trying to punch it in for another one. Again, Benight checking back in moments ago. Raimundo Gonzalez. Under center in the eye. He will pitch out to Benight. Benight trying to find a rib back in.
No, sir.
And he will be stopped and actually maybe a loss on the play.
Jorge Gaitan. Reyes.
Who else you got in 17?
Jonathan Ray Torrey.
Five minutes and ticking here in the third quarter. Rock Springs leading 8-6, but within striking distance just
Second
outside of the
and
goal
goal.
line. It'll be second down and goal from the 4.
Crowd's going wild. It's really motivated the Bronco defense.
Yeah!
Here we go. Gonzalez, the man under. In the eye. Audibleizing.
Oh, now a little
false start
flinch right there. Going to be a false start against.
on the fullback. That's going to back it up
Angoras.
5.
I believe that was Carlos Franco flinching a little bit out there, and that'll move him back 5 yards.
Second and goal. Clock's running. Or supposed to be running. There it is. Here we go. Second and goal. Might want to keep an eye on the tight end Thompson here.
Second down and goal. The ball now at the 9-yard line after that penalty.
Toss back to Silva.
Toss
on the
back,
right
Silva.
Side. Stiff arm. We got a flag
Stiff
down.
arm coming in.
We're
He'll
gonna
go
have
in and
another
score,
flag
but
down,
flags
I believe
fly.
Golston just got held.
And this one may come back. We'll see.
Golston telling 21, you shouldn't have done that, son. Holding on the offense.
Yeah!
Yeah, the Angoras had a really good drive, but they're going the wrong direction. Benight checks in.
The Angoras hurting themselves now as that ball going back even further.
Second and El Dorado.
Hey, you get it? El Dorado's that way? Hey, you get it?
And the ball resting now on the 19-yard line. Second down and goal from the
3
19.
by 1. 3 right. Shotgun.
Trips down to the right. One receiver up top. In a shotgun, stepping back, looking. Trying to find a
Pass
spot.
over the middle.
Pass up and in and out of the reach. Great coverage out there.
Intended for Thompson. Deion Sanders. Check that. Sammy Marr.
Samuel Marr
defended.
with great defense out there. Just out of the fingertips of the intended receiver. It'll be third down and goal from the 19.
Third and Cristobal.
So where'd you guys drive from?
3:33 here in the third quarter of action. Rocksprings leading 8-6. They were within that goal line, but the penalties have set them back to a third down and 19 to the goal line. Bobbling the snap, stepping back, looking across the center, gets hit, and that ball's going to fly up in the air and drop right in front, and it will be incomplete.
Fourth and goal. 77 and 92 checking in. Neither one of them are on the roster. 92 may be the holder and 77 is the kicker. Be a 36-yard field goal from here. So 77's checking himself out. Not going to kick it today. Fourth and goal.
3:28 to go, fourth down and goal from the 19. And as Rocksprings doesn't appear to have any kickers here that can punch that one through, so they're going to have to go for it. Spinning around, trying to do a little trickeration here, diving back to the inside, and
knocked out of bounds.
boy, the helmet flies off and everything there.
Tyler Wilson on the stop. Ball goes over. How about that defensive stop by Bronco Nation?
Yeah! Again, one more food. Who's?
A turnover on down. Great defensive stand by the Broncos. And they'll have the ball back on their 8th possession of this afternoon. They've got 90 yards to go, though. That ball resting on their own 10-yard line. Trailing by 2, 8-6, 3:16 to go in the third quarter. Once again, thanks for joining us this afternoon here on Gridiron Glory Alumni Football, presented by SHN Sports. Rob Hipp alongside Nathan Height. Running camera for us, and Coach David Sine on the public address announcing this afternoon. Looking
Nathan
deep,
back to
and
pass.
got hit as he let that one
Got
go.
hit as he let go. 77. Nice pass rush there by 77. Great sportsmanship as well.
Incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 for the Broncos, as they are moving from right to left after that big defensive stand. Having the ball here, trying to find their way down the field. They've got 90 yards to go, 3:09 in the third quarter, trailing by 2. Clock running here, 2:36 and ticking. The ball goes back, 3rd down and 14. Scanning back, going to keep it. Garza trying to find a lane on the outside, and he's going to be brought down. Great
Silva
tackle
on the tackle
and sportsmanship
Silva's had a heck
again.
of a day so far. Silva graduated in 2007. Benite back deep in receiving.
Under 2 minutes, clock ticking, 1:51 to go. The Broncos, deep in their own territory on their own 9-yard line, are going to have to punt this one away. Snap right over. This one up, was able to get it away. It's going to sail around the 40 and takes a bounce right inside the 40.
That is a great punt by Jorge Gaitan under duress in the backfield. Goes out of bounds.
They're going to mark it
at the 36.
They'll mark it right there, just beyond 35 at 36. So, boy, as he was backed all the way in his own end zone, able to get that one away just in time. And on the 8th possession of the afternoon, Rocksprings will take over on the Sonora 36-yard line. .131 to go in the 3rd. Maybe getting back to the original line of scrimmage. It looks like there's a little miscommunication on that play out there as Randy
Ernest Adams
Balvantine
and Victor Reyes combine on the
trying to
stop.
find where he was going to go
No
with that.
gain.
2nd down and 10. Ball resting on the Sonora 36-yard line as Rocksprings trying to add to their 8-6 lead. Clock under a minute now in the 3rd quarter. Trips line up down, one receiver up top to the right. Quarterback in shotgun, has that back off set to his right. Low snap, able to fingertip it in. Scanning the field, trying to break away, and he will be drugged down on the play by number 24. Great tackle by Dominic Gist.
Dominic Guest with a quarterback sack. 3rd and 11. Still 8-6. 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
They may be content with just letting this clock run down and move on to the 4th as we're at 10 seconds. And I think that's what's going to happen here. They're just going to let this clock run down. And at the end of
the 3rd quarter.
3,
No score in the 3rd.
it'll be Rocksprings 8, Sonora 6.
Sonora. It's Rocksprings 8, Sonora 6. 4th quarter. Guys, get your hands up. 4th quarter, baby.
4th quarter action, moments away. We'll take a quick break. Gridiron Glory Alumni Football presented by SHN Sports will continue after this.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com.
Welcome back to Gridiron Glory Alumni Football presented by SHN Sports. I'm Rob Hipp. Nathan on height on camera for us this afternoon here in beautiful Sonora, Texas. Always fun to come down here to Sonora. Great folks down here in this area. And we appreciate their hospitality and a beautiful facility here. From a very well-known football team and putting their numbers on the board in state championships. As we're just about to get underway, Rock Springs leading 8-6 here at Bronco Stadium.
Here we go.
3rd and 11. Big play here for Rock Springs.
On the change of the quarter, the possession moves now
3
from right to left.
Shotgun. Gonzalez
Trips up top.
takes the snap.
High snap.
Option into the boundary.
Still on his
Gonzalez breaks
feet,
the
dancing
tackle.
around, plowing his way
Picks up a
forward,
first down.
and he'll
That is
have the
a
first down.
run.
Boy, he lowered
On
that
the
right
tackle for
shoulder.
Sonora, Sammy Marr. Picks up 13 on the option into the boundary.
Ball down to the 23-yard line, so threatening in the red zone again. Remember their last possession, they got to within 2 or 3 of the goal line, and then penalties set them back to the 19, and the Sonora Broncos defense held them. Trips up top to the right, 1 down. Bobbling the snap, looking now, finding his way down into the red zone. Joseph Murillo on the carry. Tackled out there by Casey Fitzgerald.
Jorge Gaitan on the stop for Sonora.
Officials timeout here on the field as a
Hey, you know where Doc is?
Bronco having a slow time getting up. He is down there moving though, which is always a good sign. Standing up there, may just tweaked a muscle in the leg, able to get up and walking. A little bit of a limp, but nonetheless, may just got a little cramped up back there. That's what it looks like. Casey Fitzgerald trying to walk that out. He had that tackle moments ago. A 1995 alum.
How about a round of applause for Casey Fitzgerald walking off on his own power?
Just looks like he had a little cramp out there. He got up and gingerly walking off the field. Great job this afternoon by Casey getting back out here on the gridiron. 2nd down and looks like around 6.
2nd and 6. Clock's running.
11 minutes to go here in the ball game. Rock Springs trips up top to the right. Snap back to the
Gonzalez
quarterback.
back to back.
Gonzalez looking over to the right side. Up has his man.
Nice throw over the
Diving
top
his way, pulled out of
the
bounds.
linebacker. Wilson and Gaitan on the tackle.
It was number 82 with the reception, I believe. We don't have a number for that young man out there. 92. Yeah, we don't have a number.
92 on the catch, not on the roster.
A great catch out there.
Looks like Gronkowski.
First and goal from the 4-yard line. Rock Springs threatening again. We'll see if the Broncos D can hold them once again. One receiver down to the left, all alone is John Morales. One up top to the right, quarterback under center, in the eye. And a pitch back on the inside, trying to dive his way inside is Benida, and Benida's brought down
Forces it back inside.
by Golston and
cleans
company.
it up. 2nd and goal.
May have went back a yard. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5 is where they spot the ball. Under 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. Rock Springs with the lead, 8-6, and knocking on the door from scoring again. 5 yards away from that goal line. On 2nd down.
Dive up the middle. Stop short.
After the dive there, stopped a couple short. It'll be
Golston
3rd down and goal.
Marr combined for the stop. It's 3rd and goal.
So So once again, Rocksprings knocking on the door, and the Sonora defense holding up here. 3rd down and short, right near that goal line. 1 receiver to either side. In the eye, handoff again, trying to prow his way forward, and after that initial push, looked like he was stopped and then able to come in for the 2-yard touchdown run. So that drive capped off a 2-yard touchdown run by Raimundo Gonzalez, the quarterback on the keeper. Lining up to go for 2 here, leading now 14-6 with 8:51 to go in a ball game. Gonzalez, boy, just hammered as he went down. What a tackle out there.
Play action pressure coming off the edge of Dominic Guest. 2-point conversion is no good. 14-6. Angoras. We've got a great one here. 8:51 left in the 4th quarter.
Man, Dominic Gist just leveled Raimundo Gonzalez. For Rock Springs, luckily able to get up after that hit, man. 8:51 to go in the ball game. Rock Springs leading 14-6. Ninth possession upcoming here for the Sonora Broncos as they try to answer. Trailing 14-6 with 8:51 to go in the ball game. The Angoras will kick off. Angoras will kick off from right to left.
Guest and Garza back deep for Sonora. 14-6. Angoras.
Right toe to leather. This ball is going to sail around. Takes a dive, and it will roll end over end into the end zone.
That's 77.
And the Broncos will take over here. On their own 20-yard line, they'll have, I was about to say, I thought it was a 25. They move it to the 25 now. So on their own 25, 75 yards to go. The Broncos on their own 25, ball in between the hash marks. One receiver to either side, quarterback in shotgun and back behind him. Instead going to pass, tries to dump this one over the middle, pass incomplete, almost intercepted by number 74 out there was Garrett Owens.
Second and 10.
Second down and 10, and the flags fly.
Flag on the field.
Penalty will be against the Broncos.
We'll mark off 5. It'll be 2nd and 15.
A nice cool afternoon here on April the 22nd in Sonora, Texas. We left Austin this morning. I believe Nathan said it was in the 50s, in the low 50s. A little chilly when we left earlier this morning. Second down and long, 15. Hands off.
Villa, hands off to Garza.
And Garza
Nothing
is
doing.
tackled out there for a loss
21-8.
by Tyler New and Cody Thompson for
Tyler
the
New.
Rocksprings Angoras.
Doc, we need you again.
Edward Garza out there on the field for the Broncos on his knee. And he may have a cramp as well. We'll see. Again, 8:02 to go in the ball game. Rocksprings leading Sonora on their home turf, 14-6. And Garza
Get Edward Garza a round of applause.
able to get up here and
Hang
walk
there,
off.
EG. The spring of 2012, Edward Garza was second place at the state powerlifting meet. Good old days, Edward. Proud of you, babe.
Beautiful afternoon here, 66 degrees. The wind blowing from the north at 9, gusting to 21. Hasn't been much of a factor, though, as we haven't seen a lot of air assaults go over through the air this afternoon. 7:50 and ticking.
Nathan
Broncos
Villa.
leveled. Boy, what a hit out there by big number 9. And we don't have his.
That's Cody
Is it?
Thompson.
No, it's number 8, Cody Thompson. And man, he had just put a
Man
lick
down.
out there on Nathan Villa.
How about a round of applause for Nathan Villa?
Villa able to walk off the
Pressure came
field.
off the edge from number 8, Cody Thompson.
And Cody Thompson
He's
just
having a heck of a ball
plowed
game
right
today.
through him.
All right, Broncos, here we go. 4th and San Angelo.
Forced down the ball. Resting around the, looks like the 12-yard line from up here. They've got to get all the way up to the 35 for that first down, so they should see if they'll punt it here with 7:37 to go in a ball game. Broncos are trailing 14-6. Do line up here. The punt is on its way.
Gaitan's punt.
Gaitan, a nice punt. It's going to
Oh,
bounce
it's
off
the
of,
tonight. It's loose.
and we'll see who has it here as it bounced off Rock Springs. And the Broncos excited down there, and it is Bronco ball. That went right off of the leg,
Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
believe,
that's
of
like a
Eric Smith, if
50-yard
I wasn't
punt.
mistaken.
Tyler Wilson down there. Who made the recovery? Raise your hand. How about Dominique Guest? What do you say? 24 in the house.
Dominic Gist with the
Booyah,
fumble
baby.
recovery.
1st and 10 Broncos. Villa back in the ball game.
Look at them hip pads you got.
Ball on the 47-yard line now
All right, we're
in
back
their own
in business.
territory.
Nathan Villa at quarterback.
Villa
Hand
back
off
in the
to
action,
Golston.
going to hand off over to Golston, and Golston dives forward for a couple. It'll be second down and long.
Eric Smith from his free safety position. Flying up there. 2nd and 8. Guy Barnett, Bucky Nance, Caleb Perez on the chains. They're doing a heck of a job. How about a round of applause for Steve Wilson and his officiating crew? Those guys do a heck of a job. Except on Friday nights. No, just kidding.
The officials shaking their heads down there.
Nathan Villa.
Villa stepping back, was going to go on the option, now has to force to keep it.
In the backfield, but
And he'll
Villa
turn
makes
something
the
into
most of
nothing.
it.
Be 3rd down and long here
Hey,
upcoming.
3rd down here.
And around
3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 for the
I'll make it
Broncos.
5.
6 minutes to go in a ball game.
3rd and 5. Three right. Guest on the screen. Earlier you had Huntsville. Now you got Alcatraz. That's a big 1st down. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from a tie ball game. Get on your feet, let's go. Here we go, Broncos. Clock is running. 5:14. Crowd's going wild. 5 minutes and 10 seconds away, and everyone can go to the Stevie Smith Memorial Roping. Nathan Villa's put on quite a show here today at quarterback.
5 minutes to go in the ball game. 1st down and 10 for the Broncos.
Gaitan, the lone setback.
Looking across
Pass
the
over
middle. This one
intended for
over
Golston.
and off the fingertips of Golston.
Ladies and gentlemen, a video replay of this game will be available immediately at the conclusion of this game on shnsports.com. That's shnsports.com. Get a chance, check it out, buy the video, and make a wonderful Christmas present. Early Christmas shopping, shnsports.com. 2nd and 10. Villa to Dominique Guest. Nice open field tackle by Benight.
Third down and 9 for the Broncos. Time ticking away here, though. 4:20 to go in a ball game, trailing 14-6.
Coach Fitzgerald making some adjustments in the huddle. I wish they'd let me go out that far. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Keep the drive alive.
Under 4 minutes. 3rd down and 9. The pitch back.
Toss back to Golston.
Golston
cuts it back
finding daylight, and
inside.
he's brought down. Boy, that was
Tackled by
almost a
21 and 10.
horse collar out there, but no call as he pulled him down off the side
Tyler
of his
New and Eric
pads.
Smith. Nice game planning there to get half of it. Clock is going to stop. We're going to have a timeout, I do believe, by Sonora. 3:35 left. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest play of the game thus far. $17 grilled shrimp fajitas are left in the concession stand. 17. Stephanie has sold 74. 17 grilled shrimp fajitas left. Here we go. Bronco Nation's on their feet. Huge play. 3:35 left in the ballgame. Nathan Villa, the man under.
4th and 5,
Left
one
throw,
receiver to
blue.
either side.
Toss
Pitches back
to Golston.
over to Golston,
Golston's got
trying to
pressure.
cut the
Breaks
angle,
the
dives
tackle.
forward, and he's brought down.
Benight with a nice open field tackle along with 74. Garrett Owings. The Angoras take over. Angora Nation is excited over there in the stands.
Rocksprings defense coming through. 3:28 to go in the ball game.
Okay,
They've got the
with
14-6
3:28 left to
lead.
go in the ball game, and
14-6.
the Angoras make a great stop. Okay, see if you can handle this. Going from right to left, the Angora Nation is going to start the wave, and it's going to go all the way around the stadium, the Bronco Nation. Here we go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe they don't know what the wave is in Rock Springs. That means you stand up. Here we go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, baby, good job. Oh, now back to here we go. Around the Rock Springs. Here we go one more time. Hey, baby, back to Sonora. Oh, look at here. Booyah.
Okay. Eddie, I'm out of
Coach Sign calling for a little wave action here from the fans. Pitch back here, Gonzalez. Silva trying to spin around, breaking tackles left and right. Silva on his way. Silva is going to find daylight down to the 20, 10, 5, and touchdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, Silva just broke 4 tackles and took it to the house, and Benight did a backflip. Benight, you got one left in you? Hey, Benight.
65-yard touchdown run. 64-yard touchdown run is what we'll call it. 64 yards.
64-yard touchdown run.
And Silva, boy, breaking tackles, able to find daylight, and then trucks his way in for the score. Going for 2 here after that big run, leading 20 to 6.
Handoff up the middle. Fullback dive.
The Broncos stop them. Score
That
20 to
red zone
6.
defense for
3:10
Sonora
to
has
go in
been
a ball
really,
game.
really stout today. Bryce Smith. David Ronquillo combined for the stop. It's 20 to 6 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the ball game. The concession stand is down to 3 grilled shrimp fajitas. Down to 3. Once again, another reminder. Out of the rodeo arena, the Stevie Smith Memorial Roping is taking place. Started this morning at 11. The Knights of Columbus are cooking hamburgers. You get a chance, pick up a burger over there, and get a chance to watch the roping, and the goat roping will be going on as well. Coach Nance and Coach Perez and Coach Barnett have free passes for the goat roping.
Hey, Clark, you see Bucky over there with the down marker?
3:10 to go in the ball game. And Rock Springs leading 20 to 6. Scoring again after that 64-yard touchdown run moments ago by Tommy Silva. And Angoras kick this one off. It's going to sell and drop out of bounds, an illegal procedure.
Flag down. Illegal procedure against the kicking team. Coach Fitzgerald will have a decision to make. He's going to take the ball at the 35.
Just over 3 minutes to go here in the ball game. The Broncos trying to find the end zone here and put some more points on the board, trailing by 14.
Well, ace set here for Sonora. Via.
2 up, 1 down, the
Handoff to
handoff.
Golston.
Golston trying to find
Golston
a
breaks the
spot
tackle.
inside
Nice
center
run up
field.
the middle.
Finds a gap
Good
in the
looking
middle, picks up
formation there
6
for
on the
Sonora.
drive. It'll be 2nd down.
We've got pros set to one side, twins to the left. We call it ace. Bryce Smith.
2nd down and
Getting
4
the
here
play.
for the
Hands it
Broncos.
over to Villa.
2:39 to go in the ball game.
2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. What a beautiful day in Sonora for some spring football. Ace again. Gaitan and Guest split wide to the left.
Quarterback in shotgun, low snap,
Jesse
able to
Garza,
fingertip it off the
wide to the
ground.
right.
Bobbling the
Pass
ball around, and he wasn't able to
intended
catch
for
it.
Guest. Falls incomplete.
Jonathan Ray Torrey on the, I believe it was Torrey on the intended reception. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4 with 2:09 to go in the ball game. And the Broncos trailing 20-6 here at Bronco Stadium in Sonora, Texas. Quarterback in shotgun. 2 up top to the left, 1 receiver
Ace
all alone.
formation again.
Passing down, flags
Crossing route
fly.
Intended for Gaitan, incomplete.
He threw it at the
Flag
feet
down.
of Gaitan. He was not able to pick it up, but there's a flag on
Looks
the
like we
field.
have defensive holding.
They're going to call a hold here against Rock Springs.
A blow to the helmet. That'll be an automatic 1st down for Sonora to keep the drive alive. 2:03 left. You know, if you remember correctly, the Patriots trailed 28-3 and won the Super Bowl. We're down 20-6. We got 2 minutes left. Anything can happen. Murillo trying to get them jacked up over there. Get them up there, Joseph.
Just over
Ace
2 minutes,
formation
1st
again.
down.
Handoff
to the back.
Golston
Golston.
bounces it outside.
Still on his feet, diving forward as he dodges
Splits
3
the
defenders. And he'll pick up a few on the play. It'll be 2nd down and long for the Broncos. The clock ticking under 150 now and moving. Two receivers up top to the either side, up and down. Quarterback in shotgun, snap to him.
Nice catch on the outside. That's Jesse Garza.
Catch by
Via
Garza, the
Garza.
05 alum.
Picks up 2. Timeout, Sonora. Coach Fitzgerald. They're supposed to come to you on the sideline.
In this ball game today for Sonora. 2005 alum number 3 Jesse Garza, 2011 number 7 Matthew Golson, 2015 number 9 Ja'Cory Fennell,
Remaining in the ball game.
2011 number 11 Tyler Wilson, 2013 number 17 Jonathan Ray Torrey, 2012 alum the quarterback number 14 Nathan Villa, 2013 alum number 21 Samuel Marr, the 2010 alum number 24 Dominique Gist, 2012, the running back number 25, Edward Garza. 2011, number 34, Jorge Gatan. 2012, number 63, Bryce Smith. The 1995 alum and now acting coach number 71, Casey Fitzgerald. The 2014 alum number 75, Victor Reyes. Also David Ronquillo, number 73, and Ernest Jones, number 15. We appreciate all the Broncos alum that made their way out here to play in this one. Villa looking, scanning.
Over the middle, intended for Garza. It's
looking in the direction of Garza, and it falls incomplete.
George Cox and Gridiron Glory allow this to happen for Rock Springs and Sonora. It's the 2nd consecutive year we've hosted the ball game. How about a round of applause for everyone involved with Gridiron Glory making this happen? We tell our kids in Sonora, except for getting married and having children, Texas high school football is the best time of your life.
1:15 to go in the ball game. 4th down for the Broncos. Snap back to Villa, scanning the field over to the outside, trying to cut back in. And it'll be incomplete off the fingertips
Ball will go over on
of
downs.
Jorge Gatan.
Intended for Gaitan.
Rock Springs, the 04 alum, number 1, John Mireles. 2013, number 7, Torrey Benight. 2008, number 8, Cody Thompson. 2003, number 10, Eric Smith. 2010, number 11, Darren Parker. 2012, number 15, Raimundo Gonzalez. 2007 alum, number 20, Dwan Cunnings. 2011, number 21, Tyler New. 2004, number 22, Carlos Franco. 2005, number 24, Tony Garcia. 2008, number 30, Alex Ramirez. 2007, number 33, Tommy Silva. 2016, number 40, Mario Benavides. 2007, number 42, Joseph Murillo. 2013, number 44, Randy Balvanten. 2013, number 55, Alex Carrillo. 2004, number 57, Juan Hurtado. 2004, 65, Tano Ramirez. 2006, number 70, Robert Pena. 2009, number 74, Garrett Owens.
Taking a knee.
2011, number 75, Xavier Spurlock.
Class
2000,
act there by Rock
number
Springs.
78, Gary Poe. And the 2011 alum, number 79, Emmett Spurlock. There's also a few numbers. We apologize. We did not have names for some of those numbers, but everyone out there on the field, we appreciate your participation this afternoon and thankful that there was no major injuries in this ball game. That's always how we want things to end here. A lot of camaraderie and great sportsmanship between these two teams this afternoon as the clock at 30 seconds and ticking. Rock Springs will be victorious. And we will have a post-game interview on the field with the player of the game to be announced here in a few moments. Taking another knee.
Final score, Gridiron Glory Alumni game. The Rock Springs Angoras 20. The Sonora Broncos 6.
Rock Springs victorious this afternoon, 20-6. Here on the home field of the Sonora Broncos.
Take time to go by the Stevie Smith Memorial.
We're going to head down to the field with
Have a Super Bronco
player of the
weekend.
game
Go Big Red.
will be Cody Thompson this afternoon. Had a lot of tackles out there and also a touchdown to get things started. We'll go down to the field in a few moments and have that post-game interview with Cody Thompson and more. Don't go anywhere. Gridiron Glory Alumni football will continue. We'll head down to the field and have that post-game interview with Cody Thompson here in just a few moments. Keep things right here on Gridiron Glory Alumni Football.
2019 Sonora Rocksprings Alumni Player of the Game from Gridiron Glory goes to Rocksprings Angoras Alumni, number 8, Cody Thompson. Congratulations, Cody. Once again, thanks again to Gridiron Glory, George Cox, and SHNSports.com.
It was a 7.
As you just heard moments ago, the player of the game, number 8, Cody Thompson. We'll have that interview with Cody here in just a few moments as he's finishing some celebrations here with his team. We'll talk to Cody and go over some of his accomplishments this afternoon. Great, well-played game by both of these teams. It was great sportsmanship out here. Cody Thompson makes his way over. Cody, heck of a game. Rob Hipp with SHN Sports. You as well, sir. Boy, you guys played great today. Beautiful afternoon for football. We got a camera right up there in the window, and so we got you on video. We'll have this one on the internet right away after this one's over. But, man, Cody, you guys had that safety there to start things off and then came back right on that ensuing possession after the safety. You had leading 2-0 at that point, and then you came in that 8-yard touchdown pass, gave you all that 8-0 advantage, and you guys never really looked back. What was it like being out here on the gridiron this afternoon?
Man, it's a lot of fun getting back out here. It's been 10 years since I got to play. It's just a lot of fun. I'm glad this is my first one to play in. I hadn't got to do this before, and I'm glad they put this on. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We get to play again.
Well, Cody, you talk about football, man. Texas, everybody loves football, and you couldn't ask for a better day for football out here. You guys, just an unbelievable game out here. You said this is your first time playing in 9-10 years, 2008 alum. What's the relationship been with the folks here in Sonora over the years? I know you guys have played well and great sportsmanship. What's that been like playing with these guys out here?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. They kept it clean. You sometimes being rivalries and being close, and people start getting a little mouthy. They kept it real clean. It was a lot of fun. I'm really glad that these guys all got to come out here and play, and they kept it classy.
Well, let's talk about a couple other things real quick, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. Coming through with a lot of tackles, that was one of the deciding factors that we wanted to name you the player of the game. What was it like playing both ends of the field, and especially out there on defense?
I love defense. I love playing defense. Tight end is not really a position I've ever really played. Defense is kind of my thing, and it's just you get tired, but it all kind of comes back to you. You know what I mean? It's I hadn't played that much in a long time, and you kind of get back in it. All the intensity and the just everything is fun. You get real tired, but I love it. I love football. So.
Well, Cody, a couple last questions here. You guys play in these alumni games. Your first one, so pretty awesome. Not only being your first game, but be named the player of the game. What kind of preparation goes into this? I mean, when you guys first heard about this, and then to hear what kind of preparation led you up to this game today?
Honestly, I didn't do any.
And that's good you said that, because there's a lot of folks that say, man, I don't know if I want to get out on the gridiron. So, man, I appreciate you saying that. Now you're giving hope to everybody, man.
Honestly, I work in the oil field. We work 100-plus hours a week. Some of our guys got to practice together, and I never got to make it. And I honestly thought I was going to come out here and just lose it all. But, we were going to leave it on the field today. I don't know if I'll get to play again, so I was going to leave it here. That was a big deal in high school, was leave it all on the field every time you play, no matter what. So.
You talked about coming out here, losing it all. Well, you guys definitely didn't lose it all. You win it all. You win the player of the game as well. Final shout-out tonight. Is there anybody out there you want to send some love to as you look at the camera that you want to say hello and send some love to tonight?
To my wife, Kristen, and my 2 kids. I love y'all.
Awesome. Well, once again, that's the SHN Sports and Gridiron Glory Alumni Football Player of the Game, the 2008 alum, Cody Thompson. Cody, good to have you out here, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Nathan, we'll be back up in just a few minutes. Awesome interview there with Cody, as just wonderful folks out here in not only Sonora but Rock Springs as well. I'll make my way up back to the booth. We'll close this one out. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here in a few moments.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal and copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com.
Welcome back to the press box here at Bronco Stadium. Rob Hipp, Nathan Hyde on camera for us this afternoon. We appreciate everyone out there listening and watching this broadcast of Gridiron Glory Alumni football. Just a great crowd. Nathan, if you don't mind, zoom in on some of those folks out there. We wanted to catch a picture of this. You can just see the camaraderie, and you can just kind of zoom in and let it sit there. But just really great camaraderie out there, friendships across the board here at Sonora High School. Well, again, the final this afternoon, Rocksprings defeating the Sonora Broncos. The Rocksprings coming in here and on the home turf of the Sonora Broncos. The Angoras get the victory 20-6. And this game started right around 2 o'clock, ended at 4:20. And just an all-around great game. We'll quickly go over the scoring summary here. In the first quarter, a safety by the Broncos gave Rocksprings an early 2-0 lead there on the first possession. Sonora coming back after a blocked punt. Rocksprings able to get an 8-yard touchdown pass to the player of the game, Cody Thompson, at that point leading 8-0. As we fast forward through the second quarter, the big play coming on the fifth possession for Sonora was a 64-yard touchdown pass to Matthew Golston. At that point, Rocksprings led 8-6 after the failed 2-point conversion. It could have been a tied ball game. As we continue to wind through in the third quarter, on the seventh possession of Rocksprings, starting out on their own 38-yard line, it was a turnover on downs. They got to within the 2-yard line, but then back-to-back penalties set them all the way to the 19-yard line. As we continue to fast forward through the review of this one in the fourth quarter, the eighth possession of the afternoon for Rocksprings started out on the Sonora 36, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown run. But the quarterback, Raimundo Gonzalez, at that point, Rocksprings led 14-6. Once again, 2-point conversion, no good. On the ensuing possession, Sonora had to punt, and that one went off, and they thought at first this could have been a little life for them. As they punted that ball, it went off of Sonora, or beg your pardon, off of Rocksprings. Sonora got the ball back, but unfortunately they were not able to capitalize on that. They lost the ball in the turnover on downs. Ninth possession for Rocksprings started out on their own 36-yard line. The first play of that possession was a 64-yard touchdown run by number 33, Tommy Silva. At that point, and our final score, Rocksprings 20, Sonora 6. And that's where we sit on this one. Well, once again, if you want to get back onto the gridiron, you heard Cody Thompson. Cody said, I said, what kind of preparation went into this? He said, nothing. And so that gives hope to anyone out there watching, that wants to get out here and play. Now, give Cody credit, though. He works in the oil field, so he's got a lot of exercise behind him. But still, if you want to get out and back on the gridiron, all you got to do is visit gridironglory.com. Again, that's gridironglory.com. Once again, the final tonight, Rocksprings victorious 20-6. We'll catch you on the next edition of Gridiron Glory Alumni Football presented by SHN Sports. Until then, have a good afternoon, everyone. God bless and good night.
The proceeding was a presentation of the SHNSports.com broadcast network. This broadcast was under the direction and copywritten by the Shoning Hip Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, use of sound bites and interviews, and use of any other content, including audio or video, without the direct written consent and permission by the Shoning Hip Network is strictly prohibited and protected by federal copyright laws. All rights are reserved by the Shoning Hip Network and SHNSports.com. On behalf of Rob Hipp, Director of Operations, Carl Shoning, Director of Broadcasting, Mike Katz, the SHN Broadcast Academy Director, and all of our crews who make these broadcasts possible, we wish you well and thanks for joining us.